In this class, we will analyze the beam. We will analyze the beam. So, first of all, we should know what is beam, what are the types of the beam. So, beam we know very well that beam are constructed, beams are supported at beams are actually normally it is horizontal and they are supported at vertical members. They are supported at vertical members to carry the vertical loads coming on that member, okay. And that load has to transfer through column through column through the ground, okay. The load coming on the beam is transferred to the column and column transferred this load to foundation and foundation ultimately to the ground, right. So, normally it is straight, but it can be curved also, it can be curved also like this, okay. Beam can curved also, okay. Its section can be rectangular. In buildings normally we provide rectangular, okay. If in concrete beams, in concrete beams, in steel beams its shape can be I shape, its T shape, I shape, okay. I shape is this one, okay. I shape beam, okay. So, on the base the beam, the criteria for the classification. So, first criteria on the basis of geometry, it can be straight, it can be curved, it can be tapered, okay. We are providing the tapered beam, okay, at cantilever, say this one, okay. If it is fixed, in case of chhajja, okay, we call it chhajja. So, and it is cantilever type of beam, this one cantilever is this one cantilever type of beam. We are tapered section here. If rectangular section is this, here the section is this one, tapered section. Why tapering is provided? Because at this as long as we move at the free end, bending required bending strength is going to decrease. So, providing the same cross section is the wastage of material. So, to save the material, slightly tapered section are provided. So, based on the shape and cross sections, I beam, T beam, C beams, okay. These are the basis on the geometry, okay. On the basis of equilibrium conditions, these are statically determinate beams, statically indeterminate beam, determinate and indeterminate beam, that I have told you in last class, that I have you told in previous class, okay. Previous class. So, if you understand what is determinate and indeterminate structure, so kindly go through that lectures, okay. And based on the type of the support, here the joint between the column and the beam, it may be different. If it is simply supported means what? Simply supported means this beam is simply placed over that. Nothing has been applied, in between this, nothing has been done in between this. It is simply placed, okay. We put the horizontal member over that, okay. Then it is simply supported beam. Simply supported beam may hang over maybe hanging over, overhang may be there, okay, overhanging may be there like this, okay, like this, okay, hanging maybe over this, okay. This one type of thing, okay, yeah, this one simply supported, hanging one side, two side, it can be possible, okay. Cantilever beam, this one case, if one end is fixed, if one end is fixed, okay, if one end is fixed, so and another is free, then it is cantilever. Simply supported beam we can represent in this manner, simply supported beam, okay, simply supported beam, okay. Overhanging, okay, we can we have this one symbol to represent the beam, okay, overhanging beam. Continuous beam, this is the symbol. Why it is continuous? Because it is supported on more than two, okay, more than two supports, that's why it is continuous, okay. This one first beam is continuous. Fixed beam, if both end are rigidly supported, the joint between the column and the beam is rigid, okay. Rigid means no rotation, rigid means 0 degree of freedom at this joint, 0 degree of freedom means neither rotation can be possible, neither delta x or delta y is possible. So, okay, these three things cannot be possible, total degree of freedom is 0, okay. In case of hinge, rotation can be possible, in case of hinge rotation can be possible, okay, rotation can be possible, but in fixed support it is not, okay. That is why we have three unknown equation, three unknown forces, here unknown forces only two, okay. Moment is 0 because it is free to rotate, So, this is what this is cantilever simply supported, right, this is simply supported cantilever. In this case, okay, it is propped cantilever, propped cantilever means knife edge, if we are providing this type of thing, okay. So, these are the different types of the beam, okay. Now, the next thing is what are the forces coming on the beam, what are the forces coming on the beam for any type of either cantilever or simply or any type of beam, what the type of the forces are coming, okay. So, let us take the section, okay, let us take the section, say actually every beam is loaded, okay, which one type of load is coming on that beam, is exactly it is transverse, okay, it can be point load, it can be UDL, okay, it can be mix of that, okay, it can be varying load. This type of loading can be there, okay. So, in next example I am taking certain beam, certain segment of the beam which is loaded with certain type of things, say this type of loading, okay. So, this type of loading, okay. So, suppose I am taking this section, okay, okay. So, left so let us make the left part, okay, let us make left part this one and this one, suppose no, this is okay, this is say this one, okay. So, this is the section at section x, okay, no problem, x may or may not be. So, at this section load is coming, okay, load is there, okay. So, at this point, okay, prior to have cut at that point, prior to make the cut at that point, okay, suppose this point is C, okay, prior to make the cut at point C, that beam was in equilibrium, and if we have if there is a cut, then what will happen? This load is going to move this load is going to move this in downward direction. Okay. This load is going to move this in downward direction, right. Then what it's mean? What it's mean? What it's mean? This is the movement, move. This is the 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 delta. This is the delta movement delta. Okay. Here, since prior to cut, that point, that section is not going to downward, what it's mean? It means that there must be a certain type of force, there must be a certain type of force in opposite direction that can vanish this displacement, and that F is the strength, that is the strength at C, right. If the strength in terms of F is provided for left part of this in this direction, then what it's mean? Equal and opposite force has to be applied in other part also, in other part. So, this one force, F force is acting like this, and this is what? This is shear actually. This is shear at C. This is shear at section C. This is shear at section C. So, this type of force is existing at every segment of the point, say C is here at this point, every point throughout the beam of throughout the length of the beam, that shear force may exist. What value may be positive or negative. Okay. Say if this direction, if left part is going upward direction, if suppose it is positive, then what will be the sign of this? This sign will be taken as simply negative. If it is if this one is considered as positive, then this one will be negative, right. What are another force? Let us make another another cut of the section. Okay. Let us make, okay. So, this one part, left one part. Okay. Due to the load, okay, due to the load, okay, at say the CG of this part, is CG of the load, vertical load is here. Okay. Say it is W, say at distance A, right. So, at this section, when we at this section, okay, okay, no, we do not need to make a cut over here, we need to make the cut over here, we need to okay, we need to consider a hinge. Hinge is what? Hinge is this one thing. Okay. What we are doing? We are placing this type of arrangement at the point C. Okay. After cutting, I am placing the pin over here. So, if the load is coming in that direction, then its movement will be like this. Okay. So, this angle it will move in this manner. Okay. So, total displacement in terms of angle it will be this. If this angle is theta 1, this angle is theta 2. So, theta is equal to theta 1, theta 2. So, theta will be theta 1 plus theta 2. right. So, this type of arrangement, for this type of arrangement at point C, at point C. Okay. Suppose CG of the load system is here, okay. Then which type of rotation, which type of rotation, which type of rotation will be? Rotation will be in this manner, okay. This theta 1 will be there, this theta 1 will be there. So, this point is going to this point, initially this point was in straight, now this point is going to rotate, this point is going to rotate. What it mean? Going to rotate by angle, by which one angle? By angle of theta 1. What mean? At this point, there must be some, strength, there must be some bending strength, say I am writing it as M. So, M here is what? Bending strength, bending strength at point C, bending strength, okay. And its direction will be, opposite to that, okay. If this is this which type of this I am taking it as clockwise, okay, and the load coming at point C, it is in the direction of anti-clockwise, okay. Say if the force is coming in this direction, say the rotation, okay. So, the rotation the direction of the rotation will be anti-clockwise, okay. So, if this type of thing is there, then that is the that strength should be there, okay. And that strength, how much strength is there? That will be due to the same as the external load is giving here, right. If the left part has this type of thing, this type of action, then right part will have also this type of thing. So, this nature, this is called as bending moment, okay. Equal and opposite at every point, okay. At every point, what it mean? At every point throughout the length of the beam, every point is subjected to bending, okay. This one is for sagging, this one representation is for sagging, okay. The beam will bend, the beam will sag, okay. And this one is for hogging, right. So, what are the forces? On the beam? Forces on the beams are mainly shear force and bending moment. Two type of forces are there. What are those? Bending. What are those? Bending moment. And another is what? Shear force. Bending moment and shear force. Okay. Bending moment and shear force. So, bending moment and shear force. Okay. Consider this as positive and this as this one as positive, right. Forces on the beam, okay, throughout the length. It means we need to, since this is acting at every point, say this is the beam, say simply supported, this one, okay. So, if load is there, suppose UDL point load is here, okay. So, we need to plot bending moment diagram, we need to plot shear force, okay. That is why it is BMD, it is SFT, okay. Whatsoever is the plot, okay, say like this, okay, this one, okay, it may have certain type of load system shear force, say this one, okay, this, okay, this type of SFD or BMD, can be plotted, value will be calculated, values will be calculated. So, this is the analysis of the beam. This is the analysis of the beam. Okay. We need to plot the shear force, bending moment, shear force diagram, bending moment diagram. Prior to that, we need to find out the support reaction. Prior to that, we need to find out the support reaction. Vertical reaction, if this point is A, vertical reaction at point A, horizontal reaction at point A. Okay. And here vertical reaction at point, say this point is B. So, vertical reaction at point B and horizontal reaction at point B. Okay. Normally in case of beam, since beam are subjected to carry the transverse load, that is why we are neglecting the horizontal thrust. That is why we are neglecting the horizontal thrust. But in case when in case of horizontal beam, in case of horizontal beams, okay, but if inclined beams are there, or we have this type of loading, say inclined loading, okay, inclined loading, then this H, that H A will exist over here, and in that case one additional diagram will need to plot, that is axial force diagram, but this exists only when there is some inclined force, okay. But normally beam are subjected to carry the transverse load, okay. Transverse load, this is not the normal conditions, okay. For some provision that inclined load is acting here, normally it is not. So, in case of beam, we are neglecting equation sigma f x equal to 0. If we are neglecting the equation sigma f x equal to 0, then we have sigma f y 0 and sigma m equal to 0, two equations we have, right. So, this is the procedure of analysis of a beam. Okay. Let us do one question. We will plot the bending moment and shear force diagram. Okay. Prior to that, you should remember this sign convention actually. This is, please note it. Okay. Please note it. Okay. If I am taking this as section, okay. So, for left hand part, okay, this type of force, this type of moment means clockwise type of moment will be taken as positive, and for this, okay, for right hand side of the section, okay, anti-clockwise moment will be taken as positive for taking sagging as a positive, right. And for shear force, left hand part, if it is going in upward, then take it as positive, and for downward, for right hand side, take downward force as positive. Okay. It does not mean that downward force will be taken as negative. Okay. It depends upon whether it is on right side or left side. Okay. If it is on left side, then upward force, take upward force as positive, but when it is but for the right side, the downward force will be taken as positive, and here clockwise moment for left hand side will be taken positive, for right hand side it will be. So, that is fan convention we will use in plotting the BMD and shear force diagrams. Okay. Let us calculate the value of first of all calculate the values of steps. Okay. So, steps are what? Step number 1 is calculation for the reactions, So, calculation of the reaction, okay, VC and VB. Okay. First of all you tell me what is the static indeterminacy of this structure. Okay. You tell me it is determinate or indeterminate. So, value of ds is total number of unknowns minus available equilibrium equations, okay, minus r dash R dash means due to additional hinges or internal hinges. So, R dash value it is 0, small r it is 3, okay. It is here only 2, okay. I told you that in case of beam horizontal, normally horizontal reactions are eliminated, that why allowable equilibrium equation are 2 here, okay. It is 2, okay, and here it is 2, therefore 2 minus 2 is equal to 0. So, it is statically determinate. So, the beam given to us is statically determinate, means all forces, okay, including bending moment, shear force can be plotted only with the help of equilibrium equations. How it will be? Let us do. So, calculation for VB. So, first step is to find support reaction. Okay. Actually, this figure, this beam is symmetrical. Okay. L is this, A is this, A is this. So, without calculating the value of without writing any equation of bending moment at point, either summation of bending moment at point C or B or C equal to 0, we can have the idea that it will be W L by 2, okay, because the load W L by 2 plus W into A, okay. We know that this will be the load, okay. So, if we will take common, you can take the common W L half, total half of load will be shared due to symmetry, but it can be calculated by applying sigma sigma B is equal to 0, sigma B is equal to, if you will apply the sigma B at this point equals to 0, okay. So, what will be the forces moment W A, it is W A into A by 2, okay. This is clockwise, this is anti-clockwise. Suppose we are taking anti-clockwise as positive. So, here minus W into L plus A in square by 2, this is due to this one side, and this is clockwise, this anti-clockwise, plus Vc into distance is L, okay. So, by solving this you will get the same thing, okay, So, it is W L by 2 plus W into A, okay. This is the value of the support reaction. Now, we can plot the bending moment, how? It's a bending moment at point C, what is the bending moment? At point C? Suppose take a section, X. So, bending moment at point X, will be what? W into X into X by 2, okay. And which type of what the sign convention we have to follow? This sign convention we have to follow, okay. So, for if I am taking this section, for left, for right hand side, okay, anti-clockwise has to be taken. So, this will be the negative here. So, that sign will be negative. So, it is a minus W x square by 2, So, it is coming, it is in parabola side. So, it is like this, and here we have W a square by 2. Similarly, in this side, since it is symmetrical, so we are getting W a square by 2. Okay. Similarly, find out the bending moment here. So, you will get the bending moment, positive bending moment. So, that is the this one. So, this is the BMD. Similarly, SFD can be plotted. SFD here it is 0. Here VC due to this one sign for SFD, that one sign convention has been taken. So, downward force it will be taken as a positive. So, positive this value is V C, this value is this value is W into A and this value is W A minus V C, okay, W A minus V C at here, okay, this one here, this okay, no this and this will be the diagram of the SFD, okay. So, this was the method of analysis. So, in UVL we will get this SFD and BMD. So, do by yourself, and thank you very much.